She said, "I don't want to be a wife anymore." So I gave her exactly what she asked for. My name is Ethan Miles. I can pinpoint the moment my marriage died. Not with a fight. Not with infidelity. Just a sentence. A soft-spoken declaration that shattered everything. I was drying dishes that evening. It was just another Tuesday. The TV was murmuring in the other room, and the smell of leftover pasta still lingered in the air. That's when Lila walked in. Arms folded, car keys dangling from her fingers, like they were already halfway out the door. "I don't want to be a wife right now." I turned slowly, unsure if I'd heard her right. She wasn't crying. She wasn't angry. She was still collected. Like she'd rehearsed this moment 100 times already. "I'm sorry," I asked, lowering the towel. She stepped into the kitchen like it wasn't her house anymore. "Ethan, I need space. I need time to figure out who I really am. I feel like I never got to just be me. I went from college straight into being your wife, and I felt lost." We'd been married 6 years. Together for 9. We'd planned a future. Talked about kids. Traveled. Decorated 2 apartments together. I couldn't wrap my mind around what she was saying. "Is this about us?" I asked, bracing for the worst. She shook her head quickly. "No, it's not about you. It's about me. I need to get out of this routine and figure out what I want." She told me she'd applied for an artist residency in New Mexico. Said she wanted to move in with her friend Amber for a while. Paint, travel, just breathe. "You already applied?" "Yes." She nodded. "I didn't bring it up earlier because I didn't think you'd understand." I stayed calm. "Come. So you made your decision without me?" "No," she insisted. "I'm deciding now with you." I looked toward the doorway. Her suitcase was already packed, sitting there like it had something to say. "Your luggage says you decided a while ago," I told her. She looked down. "I just thought it would be easier if I was ready." I knew right then, this wasn't a temporary break. This wasn't about space. She wanted out but didn't want to be the one to say it. "How long do you think you'll need to find yourself?" "Yes. I don't know, a few months. Maybe more. And you expect me to just wait here, still married, while you go off soul-searching?" "I'm not asking for a divorce, Ethan. I just don't want to be a wife right now. That doesn't mean I don't love you." I didn't raise my voice. Didn't cry. I simply stepped aside and opened the door. "Then I hope you find what you're looking for," I said. She hesitated. Maybe she expected a fight. But I didn't give her one. She walked out. And that was the moment everything changed. The next morning I called a lawyer. His name was Daniel Kessler. Mark. The kind of man who had seen this play out 1,000 times. "She's not filing for divorce?" he asked. "No. Just wants to find herself." Daniel leaned back. "Then you need to protect yourself. Document everything. She left voluntarily. Keep records. Social posts, receipts, texts. Anything that shows she's not planning to return." I followed every word of that advice. I boxed up her remaining clothes. Paid to store them in a facility off-site. Took photos. Kept receipts. I treated it like evidence. Because deep down, I knew this wasn't a detour. This was an exit. 3 weeks after she left, I saw the first Instagram post. Layla. At a rooftop bar in Santa Fe. Wine glass in one hand. Paint-streaked fingers. Smiling like someone who hadn't left a marriage behind. Opening night at the residency. So inspired. So free. I took a screenshot. Sent it to Daniel. He replied with 2 words. "Keep documenting." I started boxing in the mornings. Not out of anger but clarity. I stopped ordering takeout. Cooked for myself. Built a new routine. Built myself back. And then I met Sophie. She was new at the firm. Business analyst. Intelligent. Innocent. We got paired on a project together. Week 2, over coffee, she asked casually. "Are you married?" I hesitated. "Legally, yes. But..." She left. Said she needed to find herself. Sophie nodded. Rough. She didn't press. Didn't pity me. Just treated me like a person still standing. And I needed that. Meanwhile, Lila's feed turned into a gallery of sunsets, art workshops, yoga in California, beaches in Mexico. Her captions shifted from hopeful to poetic. Reclaiming my truth. Unlearning roles I didn't choose. Learning to love myself again. She never once mentioned me. 8 months passed. Then one Sunday morning there was a knock at the door. Lila. Standing there like no time had passed. Hair shorter. New nose ring. Smiling. Hey, she said like she was coming back from the grocery store. I stepped aside. Said nothing. She walked in, looked around. You redecorated. I live here, I said. She noticed the spare room, once her art studio, was now my workshop. You built this? She asked, running her hand across a workbench. I did. We sat. I offered her coffee. She started talking. I found what I was looking for, she said. I realized I miss you. I want to come home. Took a sip. Okay. That's it. You want me to say I missed you too? She nodded slowly. I missed you for a while, I told her. Then I stopped. Her smile faded. What does that mean? It means I stopped waiting for someone who walked out. But I'm here now. We can fix this. No, I said gently. You left. And the man you were married to. He's not here anymore. He stood. I need to get my things. You'll need to call next time. I changed the locks. He froze. You're serious. I'm serious. This isn't your home anymore. 2 days later her brother called. Said Lila was staying at their mom's. That she was spiraling. Said I blindsided her. She said she just needed time, he argued. 8 months is a long breath, I said. She made her choice. Her friends started texting. You could have met her halfway. She just needed to grow. She was brave for choosing herself. I said nothing. Until Lila posted a sad photo of herself at a cafe. Caption. Sometimes you come back hoping someone waited. Sometimes, they're already gone. The sympathy rolled in. So I posted one photo. A box labeled Lila Studio Supplies. Sitting in a storage unit. Caption. When someone says they don't want to be a wife, I listen. The noise stopped after that. Then came the final act. She showed up at my workplace. Security called. There's a woman here. Says it's urgent. Says she's your wife. She was crying. Suitcase at her feet. I have nowhere to go, Ethan. Please. You had 8 months to figure that out, I said. Now it's my time. She begged. In front of my coworkers. Said I was being cruel. I just needed space. You got it. Now I need mine. Security walked her out. That night she tried accessing our joint account. The bank flagged it. Froze everything. Few days later I got a long message. Accusations. Guilt trips. Tears. I didn't respond. She posted another video. Crying. Saying she was locked out of her life. So I posted her own words. I don't want to be a wife right now. That said more than I ever could. Filed for divorce. She was stunned. Claimed she'd made sacrifices. Wanted spousal support. Said I abandoned her. My lawyer submitted everything. Screenshots, photos, her own words. The judge didn't buy her story. No spousal support. No shared assets beyond a small portion of savings. Just her belongings waiting in storage. The divorce was granted. I moved to a new place. Muller. 3 months later Sophie stopped by with lunch. We spent the afternoon building a table. No drama. No tension. Just 2 people showing up. Later that night she asked, I'm not just a rebound, am I? I looked at her. No. You're someone who stayed. Lila still texts sometimes. Late at night. I miss us. Do you remember Oregon? We were good, weren't we? I never replied. One day her mom called. I let it go to voicemail. Lila isn't doing well, she said. Maybe you could talk to her. You always brought her peace. Instead, I sent one final package. A flash drive of her artwork and a note. Lila, you said you needed to find yourself. I hope you figure out what to do with what you found. Ethan. I haven't heard from her since. The table Sophie and I built now sits in the heart of our home. We eat on it. Life. Lila was right about one thing. She needed to find herself. And I found someone who didn't walk away. Funny how that works.